All right, guys, thanks for joining us on this episode of Double Vision. I'm Scott from Scott's SNOA.
Hey guys, and I'm Snake Strike 77.
And today our topic is gonna be about assault weapon bans in certain states. But first, we're gonna do a quick shout out, and I'm gonna show you guys my shout out. Raul Perez 1. He's doing what's called the H3 Initiative. It's a hammock hiking and for humanity. 2012 charity hike. Basically, he's doing a charity hike for a company that helps people that are undergoing chemo. Basically, they just give them an opportunity to work out and things of that nature to get themselves back into regular life after chemo. So I'll put them in annotation so you guys can check them out and send some support.
Then I've got General Gene 0070, creator and distributor of the Southside Zombie Target. And this is a look at General Gene's channel. Spoke to him recently, sent him a PM about obtaining some of these. All handmade, very cool stuff for you zombie slayers in 2012. Just some good stuff.
All right, so now we're going to get into our topic. So what do you got? What do you got, Snake?
All right, guys, talking about the assault weapons ban, I put together a little spreadsheet here, and we're just going to go over it really quickly. Part of the assault weapons ban in various states, you have a maximum round count. I'm just going to go down the list here. California, 10 rounds. Hawaii, 10 rounds. Illinois, 15 rounds, but if you're in Chicago, it's 12. Maryland's 20. Massachusetts, 10. New Jersey, 15. New York, 10. Ohio, 30. It's not too bad. So what is a assault weapons ban? Well, if we're talking about rifles, we're talking about a rifle that has the ability to accept detachable magazines and at least two of the following: folding or telescoping stock, pistol grip, bayonet mount, flash suppressor, or threaded barrel designed to accommodate a flash suppressor, and a grenade launcher. For pistols, what we're talking about is, aside from a detachable magazine, an ammunition magazine that attaches to the pistol outside the pistol grip, a threaded barrel capable of accepting barrel extender, flash suppressor, or forward hand grip or silencer, a shrouded or partially shrouded area of the barrel that permits the holder to shoot the firearm with the non-trigger hand without being burned, a manufacturer weight of 50 ounces or more unloaded, and a semi-automatic version of an automatic pistol. And last but not least, shotguns with at least two of the following: a folding or telescoping stock, pistol group that protrudes conspicuously beneath the action, a fixed magazine capacity excess of 5 rounds, and the ability to accept detachable magazines. So that's it in a nutshell. A lot of information. There's a lot of variations too per state. For example, I'm in Connecticut, and we have the assault weapons ban, but the big difference with us is that we can have our what they call high capacity magazines. So for AR, for example, just by default you have a pistol grip and detachable magazines, so you're maxed out. You can't have a flash hider, the bayonet lug, or the collapsible or folding stock. But in our case, we can still have the 30-round magazines.
Okay, so when you go fold and collapsible stock, you can't have either. It has to be completely stationary, like an M1, M2, or whatever it was, the old M16s, where it has to stay completely stationary.
Yep, completely pinned is what they come from the factory. And a big problem is we can't order stuff online, say from cheaper than dirt. We can't order a collapsible stock, and then bring it to our local FFL and have them pin it. They have to order it from the dealer pinned. I asked that question the other day, and I was told that I will be have the police call on me and arrested if I show up with a folding stock. It's illegal. They said don't bring it in. And pistol grips too. I can't order a pistol grip online.
Yeah, you just had that happen, right? You tried to order one and they couldn't.
Last week, yep.
And you could not order a pistol grip.
No, not online, and have them install it. Which I probably could install the grip myself, but stock, I know it has to be pinned. So I'm like, oh well, I was thinking about buying a stock online and having you come in and pin it, and they're like, no, don't bring it in, it's illegal. We'll have to call the cops on you. It's insane.
So can you buy the gun with the pistol grip already on it?
Yeah, like if you buy an AR-15 here, it'll come with the pistol grip and the stock already pinned, if it's supposed to be a collapsible stock.
I see.
A big problem too is a couple of guys that are range officers in my local shooting range. They also own they run their own carbine courses, and the big problem is we get guys coming from out of state that are from states that are not assault weapons banned. They come in with the ARs with all their evil features, and it's a mess. It's a mess. One time it happened, the guy was telling me that it was a big mess. They had to call the police. They had to ship their ARs back home. They got refunded.
Sure.
But they shipped their ARs back home, and they couldn't take part in it unless they wanted to rent an AR from that store. So.
And I understand if these were crooks. I understand if these were bad guys. These are regular Joes, man. Let them leave the state with their stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't break.
And the bad guys still get their guns. Like,
sure.
Another big thing, AKs are not allowed here. So, like the AK-47, I should say. The AK-74 is, I guess it's the combination of the caliber and the rifle. I don't know what big difference that makes.
Okay.
But by default, the AK is illegal. But they just found, 2 weeks ago, they found somebody traveling through our state. They pulled him over. I guess he was staying at a local motel. They found an AK-47 with 3 magazines in his trunk.
Wow.
So the bad guys are still getting them. And not for nothing, I'm surrounded by states, more or less, that have the assault weapons ban, with the exception of Rhode Island.
They do not?
They do not. But my friends to the north, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, all around me, they've got it a little bit worse than we do with their magazine capacity.
With the magazine capacity, yeah, I got you. Yeah, man, I gotta admit, that's all foreign for me here in my state.
Yep.
That's not an issue. You can buy everything and move it around and do however you please. You don't have to go anywhere to fix anything on your gun. You don't have to. You can do it all yourself, and they've made it that easy where you can just put on and take off anything you want on an AR anyways.
See, that's cool.
So
that's cool because the big one. I don't care about the bayonet lug or the grenade launcher.
Sure.
When was the last time somebody was killed with a bayonet?
Right.
A rocket, grenade launcher.
Sure.
The one thing that bugs me is the folding stock.
Sure.
Not even the folding, the collapsible stock.
The collapsible. Mm-hmm.
You got somebody like my wife. She's 5 foot nothing. She needs the length of pull adjustment.
Sure.
So she shoot in the air properly.
Sure.
So by default, she's going to have to really overreach to get her hands around the AR. So all you've done is you've taken an ergonomic feature.
Yeah.
Away from us, really.
Well, they want to make the AR a pain to have.
Yeah, because how many people walk with ARs underneath their trench coats?
Yeah, right. Yeah, we talked about this before. It's ignorance sometimes. They just don't know. They don't know. They just see it as a bad gun. It looks like a bad gun. Oh my God, people use it on TV. It's a bad gun. So
yeah,
that's that whole point. And what they don't realize is a small handgun could kill just as easy, and you can conceal it.
Yeah, a drunk driver going the wrong way up 91 could kill half a dozen people.
Sure. It's whatever, it's I guess to me, the way I think about it, the whole thing with the gun is it's a privilege, just
sure.
It's a toy, it's something you don't have to live with. For most of us, yeah, you do, but yeah, that's just how it is.
Right.
But yeah, man, that's great points. Great topic on that, and we would